Are you ready, folks? It is the final portion of the evening and the slam poetry portion of the evening where I've decided that I'm no longer a comedian. I'm actually a poet, a slam poet. Um, but no, in all seriousness, those of you that know me know that I'm very deep into history. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about something I learned recently. Um, this is about Christopher Columbus, um, who is known as the first bounty hunter and sea terrorist. And his favorite hobbies on the side included challenging women to rap battles and collecting children for his museum. He also might have completed 4 sea shanties, but he definitely completed one in 1492, where he attempted to take back the land of Asia from the Ottoman furniture people. After about 30 minutes, they ran into an octopus that they attempted to make friends with, but the only sound out of their mouths were the octopus scoffed, of course, told them to suck his big slimy dick, and made 2 of their ships his prisoners in the ocean. With one ship left, Chris and the rest of the sailors had no GPS anymore, so they ended up going the wrong way. And they didn't realize this until much later, and the crew members started screaming at Chris to turn the fucking boat around so they wouldn't fall off the fucking planet. Chris knew this wasn't an option and replied, "But the wind!" Then land appeared out of nowhere, and that was the day the earth became round. Chris wasn't convinced until they ran into the natives. Chris immediately saw the gold ornaments that the people were wearing and proclaimed, "Where's the goddamn gold?" The inhabitants attempted to trick him and told Chris that it was a knockoff bronze they bought at a department store. Chris was very angry. He knew real gold when he saw it and attempted to capture and enslave these peaceful people, who then nicknamed him Captain Fuckhead and threw broken whiskey bottles at him. To motivate them and make his life easier, Chris decided he'd inject 6 of them with truth serum and took them to Barbecue Island in Cuba, which is where they told him the gold was. Later on in December, when it was colder, the boat crashed into a car that was parked on another island because the roads were icy. They weren't worried though, because it was a PT Cruiser, and the old guy who it belonged to would probably think it was like that when he bought it. Chris then decided to fire cannons at the wrecked boat to try and impress everyone, not even considering until later that he probably could have towed it to the Honda dealership and gotten a replacement. So they hitchhiked back to Spain. They made one more stop before that, though. It was on the Bay of Ringworm, but Chris called it the Bay of Arrows because arrows started to fall from the sky and kill his followers. But Chris was a warrior. He laid down the law of God straight from his favorite Bible verse, 1632, aka a time is coming, and in fact has. It was the first Sunday Mass ever, and it fell on a Tuesday. The locals passed out from boredom, and he chose the 20 who looked like they wouldn't wake up for a while. Eventually, they got back to Spain with all of the dead crew members, and a bunch of people from the place he was before. So he was able to take credit and make a bunch of money until the 1980s when historians acquired the behind the scenes footage of his journey and sued him. You've probably seen him at the gas station. He pretends to beg for change, waiting for anyone who's willing to listen to his side of the story so that he can try to make a comeback with his new biopic. And that's my set.